Many of my friends are, so I don't, we know what we're talking about. And I sat there, because it's also a place where they have the couches, to sell, but a lot of us my age, we sit there for a while. And I was sitting, and I saw this woman looking at the dresses with the hairstyle that she has on today. And I said, that is such a beautiful hairstyle. How did she get it to look like that? How? And I said, oh, so gorgeous. But I wonder. But I was afraid to go up to her, And finally, after about 10 minutes of back and forth, I said, what can she say? So I went up, and there began so much in common. We had so much unbelievable. She's here with her grandson. Turns out she's living a block away from me. I didn't know until that encounter. That was so Cynthia's my new friend. She's a transplant from Alabama, but a native of Ohio, right? I got that right. Yeah, and some people might be impressed, I was, that she knew Toni Morrison's mother, and pointed out to me, Toni Morrison, that's not her real name, Anyway, what I'm saying is all sorts of connections, so many connections, that I'm so happy to have reached this age, because I get excited almost every day. Now I have to factor in, if I'm going to the store, which is, as Hope knows, about 2 blocks away from me, I have to factor in the time that I'm going to meet somebody and have a conversation. Somebody I haven't seen for a while in the neighborhood of, and so it's just, I just can't go to the store. I have to factor in another 20 minutes to half an hour of saying hello, and then I also, because I've lived in the neighborhood, got to know some of the shopkeepers, So, New York, I've been fortunate, let's put it that way. Everybody, but I've been fortunate, even with the ups and downs, because nobody is free from ups and downs, serious ups and downs. In fact, we're living in serious ups and downs times right now. So we have to grab these moments of connection and community and treasure them, because there are plenty of songs about one of my favorites, Donny Hathaway, For All We Know. Not with the way Roberta Flack sings that, you can lay on the floor, she lays me out, they make me think, for all we know, So we have to treasure every moment, and I'm so glad for all our connections that we make. They become more and more precious as time goes on. The other day, a month ago, Shindy here, we were talking on the phone, and Shindy says Shindy's from Guyana, West Indies. Shindy said something, and she illustrated with a story. Shindy, do you remember, did I tell you what, did I tell you about that story? About the pig? And,
tell us the story. Tell us the story.
Tell a short version of the story.
So I was sharing with Miss Ruth that when I was young, if I complained about something, my mom would say to me, I'm gonna say it in the colloquial Guyanese way and then I'll translate it for you guys. So my mom would say to me, pig asked Imoma, what make your mouth so long? And Imoma said, you are calm. In other words, the piglet asked his mom, why is your snout that long? And the mother said, you will learn in time. In time, your snout will get long as well. And Miss Ruth told me that this same colloquialism existed in her mom's culture, her mom from Panama. So that's the story we shared today.
This was a month or two ago that she told me that story, which I hadn't heard since I was around 10 years old. You know, the little cute piglet, you know, they're so cute and pinky, and it says to them, why you have those ugly things coming out of your nose, you know? And the mother says, my mother said, just wait, you know. and then for all these years, so, you know, it's so weird, you know, but it's fun. For me, it makes life an adventure now, because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who I'm going to sit next to on the Amtrak and make a lifelong friend out of, you know? Or who knew my mother, who knew. It's so much. And it's not always that way. So we have to treasure when we get to it. And this whole community, you know, it's just wonderful. Everybody here is connected. You know, if you sit down with them long enough, you'll find it's connected. So I'm so thankful for your coming. And I want to take this opportunity also to thank my mother. I was a handful, you know, and I gave her a hard time, really, growing up. In fact, there were a couple of relatives that, you know, remembered those times. They're not here today, but they have reminded me in the past that I was a handful. But I wouldn't be here, standing here with you all, talking the way I'm talking in this beautiful place, having the children that I have who are phenomenal. They put this together. Yeah. Ian, come up, Ian. Ian is my oldest. And Hattie, come up. Where's Andrew? Come on up. I'm so happy and proud of them, and they're making these years possible, and just wonderful. Well, as you can see by some of the photos, we've done a lot together. Yeah. And they put this together. Okay, so well, let's get back to my mother. I mean, really, we can't leave. What's that doing up there? That's one of the downsides. But it turned out to be great, but, you know, who knew? So, my mother, she's to be blessed forever and remembered forever. My mother was born the same in 1902. Happens to be, I don't know, same year as Langston Hughes, right? So, but she was born in Panama. And she came to this country in 1926. So that's 100 years, about 100 years ago. The next year, 1927, she married my father. No, yes, but she came to New York in 1926. 2 months later, she joined Salem AME Church on 129th Street and 7th Avenue. And stayed there until she died in 1971. And my father died 6 months before I was born. So she raised me alone. But it wasn't alone, because it had Salem. Now Salem is I call Salem my family. That's where I grew up. Because my mother was into everything at Salem. And Salem at that time was the heart of what we call today the Harlem Renaissance. And I spent like at least 3 days a week. Well, first I was in, they used to have a daycare. So I was in Salem from the beginning. They had daycare. So I went up, because I was in daycare. Then my mother was active. She was also an active person. She wasn't just passive, but she was active, and she taught Sunday school. She taught sewing. She taught everything. And, but my father had been a musician. As you saw his tuba, he played the tuba. She said that he even played, had a band that played, I don't know, Rudy, some people ever heard of Rudy Valley? That they had a radio show or something like that. And his band, so he was a musician. And I can't do it in chronological order, so I'm just. She was also into music. It seems that when she lived in Panama, because if she was born in 1902 and came here in 1926, then she was 24 when she came in. So she had a whole life in Panama, and it revolved around the church also. She sang everything that she transferred to Salem, she had done already in Panama. And she just found Salem the home to do it in. And so, everybody that she knew was a musician. Or a singer, and they had kids that they were bringing up as musicians. And it was just, that was the life, was the music life. So when I was around 5, she taught me the piano. She always had a piano. And then when I was around 7, she said, oh, it's time for you to play the violin. In those days, you know, they didn't ask you what you wanted to do, or things like that. You know, it was like, breakfast is ready. Not like, what would you like for breakfast? I never heard of that until many years later, you know. But anyhow, so it was time for me to learn to play the violin, because my father had played the violin. And luckily enough, there was a music school 2 blocks away from my elementary school. And I really think that they were wonderful people. That's where I started. And I think they were founded by Jewish people who had been, because this was in like 1940, this was in the 1940s, who had been, you know, harassed out of Germany. And so they were, many of them went to the historically black colleges, and you know, for a job, because they couldn't get jobs. Anyways, I had some very good training from the, anyway, I just wanted, I could go on and on, obviously, but I just wanted to, because I was so, you know, oppositional to my mother, I just wanted to let her know that I appreciate everything she said was true. When it come down to it, everything she said was true. All the lessons she tried to instill upon me, when I eventually incorporated them, worked. You know, nothing was a lie. You know, people who knew her recognized it. She was at her funeral. People talked about the kind of person she was. People in the neighborhood that I grew up in Harlem, was a gang neighborhood. But people knew my mother on the street, and they said, "Don't bother Ruth. That she's Miss Beckford's daughter." So I could walk on the street, you know, with my violin. How many people? They say, "Oh," you hear people say, "Oh, you know, the neighborhood, they made fun of me. They beat me up because I." As soon as I turned, of course, in those days, you knew which blocks to walk on. You just didn't walk like dilly-dilly, you know. You knew where you were going. Call, right? Even Master would call my cousin did. But as soon as I turned that on 127th Street, they all knew my mother. They knew where she went to church. They knew how many times they knew that she was a single mother working hard to give her kid the best that she could. And we had books in the house. You know, she taught me to read before I went to school. She came to this country hoping. She had taken a correspondence course in Panama that promised, if you finish this course, you'll be a registered nurse. So I even have the papers that said it. And so she came over here, I guess, looking to be a registered nurse, and found out that that was an illusion. So, you know, she did what she had to do. You know, house cleaning, garment district, you know, finishing, picking all those threads off, you know, the clothing. So many immigrant families have that same experience. The garment district, everybody came through the garment district, you know, in those days. So anyhow, she was always kind and thoughtful. As I said, she taught Sunday school. She, you know, in those days, your church activity was not a paying gig. You know, you did it for free. Everybody who was in it, and many of you shared this experience, because I can see you nodding your heads, and you know, that's the way it was. That just way amongst not everybody, but many people, and I was fortunate to be one of the many people. But it was my mother who laid the foundation. I was her first priority. And because I was the only one, I couldn't get away with anything. You know, I had no brother, sister to run in the It was a long, though I said when I did get married, I'm not just having one. You know, so three is a good number. You know, more is good too, but I mean, at least three is good. But you know, I remember when I would start at kindergarten, I came back home and had a tantrum, and well, what's the matter? Everybody has a brother or sister except me. You know, so my mother had to deal with that, you know. But we lived, before we moved to 127th Street, right next door to PS 157, where Cara lives now. Where are you, Cara?
I'm here.
Yeah, my daughter. I don't know if you're my daughter-in-law or whatever, you might as well be. Yeah, she lives in the building now. We lived on 128th Street near St. Nicholas Park. And we moved, I'll never forget the moving day, because we moved from 128th Street to 127th Street next to the school in a horse and buggy. Wow. They had these wagons. It the wagon. I guess my mother didn't have much. I don't know where she got the piano in, but anyway. But I remember that horse and buggy trip. And my mother didn't talk much. So I didn't know a lot of things. She gave pronouncements, but she didn't confide in me. So when my daughter took me to Panama about 4 years ago, we went back to try and trace the back and see what was all this about. We found a church that we decided was the church that she had been in, a member of, and but it wasn't enough for me, and I figured I have to be satisfied with that. She came over, at the age of 24. She could have had a whole life before she came here, and she came here hoping for a different kind of life, which turned out to be a wonderful life for her. And she was always grateful, and I'm grateful to you too. Always grateful. My mother was a big thank you person. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank God. Most of all, she always told me thank God first. And I appreciate it now more than I did when she was. Of course, that's the way it goes, isn't it? Everybody hears how that's true. We wish we could have thanked the most influential people in our lives that have passed on, because the lessons that we didn't learn them early enough. And maybe that's good too. Maybe, that's the way life is. Who knows? Anyway, I am eternally grateful to all of you here for coming, and I hope you've had a good time this afternoon. We have to choose our moments because we never know again, for all we know. So every moment that we share together is a precious memory, a precious time. And I want to thank my kids, whatever they are. Kids, they're always kids, and for all the work that they did. They sneaked into my house, sat down and took out all the scrapbooks and pulled out all the things and just, I depend on them. Let's put it that way. They're wonderful. And in their own rights, they do wonderful things. And as do each and every one of you. Every one of you has a story. It's a wonderful story. I love to listen to stories. I don't mind sitting down with Sheila and I sat down yesterday. How many, 5 hours? We went to that wonderful area in Lincoln Center where the box office is now. Oh, where you get with the nice sofas and you get some food to eat, and you can stay there all day. And then when you get tired, you go look at the fountain outside. We spent 5 hours there, right? And tomorrow I'm spending another morning with Josie, who was my bridesmaid, my matron of honor. No, what was that called? I forgot already. So long ago. We were in the Peace Corps together, and we were both in Togo. We were both in the education team, and Josie has been my friend ever since then. She was, what do you call it, bridesmaid? What, a maid of honor? Maid of honor, yeah, in Togo. And now doing wonderful Black history work and keeping the memory of Vincent Harding. She's his wife, his second wife, and alive. And, right? And of course, and has a wonderful, huge family of her. I don't know how she has more than 3. I don't know how Josie does it, but she's looking beautiful as ever. Sheila is from Performing Arts High School. She's another musician. We met on the stairs because we were always late together. So we used to be four late ones, right, Sheila?
Barbara, you and I was here, and
Oh, that's right, she's, yeah.
Then came Barbara, and then Barbara on the steps. Sheila, Barbara, I'm coming.
Barbara is the pianist in the picture there. I'm playing the violin, and she's the accompanist. She was a student also at Performing Arts. Yeah, and and that's Sheila's daughter.
My daughter and my grandson.
And a grandson, yeah. So there we go. That's my Friday table here. Friday, first Friday of every month. People basically who had kids that went to PS 75. We meet every Friday, every first Friday, and we commune. And each one has a fascinating story. Okay, really, I'm telling you, you need material for your Ruby. She's a budding writer. She's getting her master's in fine arts and you got subject matter. We have all your name. And let's see who. Oh my goodness! At this table is wonderful Laura. Is this Laura? Laura, I've pictured for your 14 playing, practicing for Laura's a violinist. She's a professional violinist, and her father was best friends with my ex-husband, and for many, she found when he and my oldest son was born in London. We were living in London, and it was her father who found us an apartment to live in nearby where you live, somewhere around Hampton Heath area. And okay, thank you. And yeah, Laura's here, and she has a large family. And oh my God, she's also another 50, 60-year-old. The stories are forever. And I'm not sure. Oh, this is wonderful Maribel and her husband, and this is, what's your name again?
Working the crowd.
Luigi, that's right, Luigi. Oh.
You should all stand up.
Maribel saves my life. Every 2 weeks, Maribel comes to my house and does magic. She makes it look lovable again. I don't know how she does it, but what I love about Maribel is she reminds me of my mother.
To the other, but we all followed the dots. The wonderful thing is that she could get up and say something marvelous about her history, some things that most of us didn't know, and particularly about her mother. I would like you to know, Ruth and I have actually met, I think with PS 75 with our kids. I think that was our connection. But having
We didn't know each other then.
we didn't know each other, and in fact, I met your husband before I met you, and I met them separately. I didn't know they were together. Yeah, I had no idea. But the most important thing is I chair a literary society, and which is one of the reasons why Ruth and I have maintained a very long relationship, because the Literary Society is about 45 years, I think. We're about 45 years old. We meet every month, and it's been continuous. So even during COVID, there were many things going on. But one of the things I do want to say is that though it's a book discussion group, there are times when we have public events. There will be one in April for the Harlem Renaissance, so stay in touch, and if I have your email, then I'll send it all to you. They're all free events. But the thing about Ruth, whatever it is that I have put together, whether tangentially or central, or if I'm speaking someplace, the person who shows up, all of you are at home, the person who shows up is Ruth. Ruth with, where's Adrian? There he is. Adrian, please come on up here, please. I mean, I know the kids came up, but you please come right on over here. When I send out a call to say, listen, I've got this major thing going on at the Met Museum for the Superfine show, who raises her hand first? Who is on her walker or on his arm? Ruth. I had something on, the Savoy 100 was a beautiful event a couple of weeks ago. And I did a little talk and a panel. And who do I see coming in the door? Ruth, with Adrian. And then we go to the plaque, which is a little ways away. It's maybe 6 or 7 blocks. And I figured, well, most of the dancers didn't make it. And I assumed that Ruth was on her way back to whatever she was doing. But oh no. Coming down Lenox Avenue slowly, talking on Adrian's arm is Ruth. Whenever, it doesn't matter where you are, if Ruth knows about it, she is there. And she's there for a reason. Her mother, who laid out the foundation, who said simply show up and understand and learn and give and do, well, obviously she was an excellent student, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. All right, so Ruth has led discussions for the Literary Society. We've been in her home for a few times, but mostly I want you to know that there is nothing about Ruth that is not alive. At the age of 90, going to 91, I know, there is nothing alive about that. There's something alive about every fiber of her body and her mind, which never stops. So with Ruth, I love you, and this is a moment when I can say that all of New York City loves you because you show up and you show out.
Thank you, Amanda. Coming from you, that's really high praise. Thank you so much. Adrian is, I have to hold his arm a lot, but he gets me around. Thank you. Okay, so where we're at now.
We're going to do dancing now.
Dancing now. Hold on, Caleb.
How you like me?
The thing, this is just I was so anxious to have a dancing party,
Put some ice cream on there.
And
They have fresh whipped cream. Did you see that?
so I started going around trying to different centers where they teach line dancing for free. And then I found out that my knees weren't up to the job. So my knees took the brunt of those line dance lessons. But I'm glad we're doing it. But after you don't exercise for a while, and then you think all of a sudden, oh, I'm going to get ready for this important thing in a few minutes. It doesn't work that way. But anyway, I love dancing, and let's boogie, as they say. You know?
Boogie time, it's cake time. That's it. Cake time. I need to walk a while. I gotta get some work. I'll leave you back to walk. Look. It ain't my damn phone. I try to help somebody else. Well, I'm not ice cream man. What fancy people do? Oh Lord, I forgot to do whipped cream on there. What is that? It ain't sleep. Oh, wait. There they are. All right. Music's too loud. The music's too loud. See you later. Music's too loud. Peace out. Music's too loud. No, go ahead. Do it. What do you want? Coffee? Cake? In there. What do you want? Oh, somebody's recording. It's you? No, it's not. No. Who is it? Might be. That's what might be. This thing is put it over here with us.
It was too tight, that's why.
Nah, you could have put a belt on.
Yeah, look how tight it is. It's so tight.
They
That's
got
why.
you ain't have to hold the belt on.
Wonderful. I'm so happy to be here to witness that.
And then grandma one of her soccer games.
Oh, really? No kidding.
Yeah, and it was so exciting.
Oh, how nice. Yeah. Oh, Saturday. No kidding. Oh, how nice. Oh, you've got a long life ahead of you. Practice.
Yeah.
Soccer's wonderful.
Yes, I've been playing since I was 5.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so happy to be seeing you for her.
Me too.
I'm so happy.
Oh no, I got identical twin nephews there too.
I was not. I feel like they've always had these competitions here. No, oh, it's open. Is awesome. Pretty? It's beautiful in here. Oh, I love that. Marriage is so pretty. Marriage is so good. I love marriage.
Yeah, I auditioned over there. For what? To be a part of 40 years ago. Dance, singing, theater. I was. So we're about to join the Heights. We just did Annie. I was like 10, and it was held right there. And I was scared because I'm the one theater, like 140 seats, and the kids are rehearsing now for In the Heights. That's good. That's a good one. See right there. Welcome support. Oh, welcome support. Yes. You can stand right there, and I think they have three days that are showing. Yep. Here, Bella. Right. Dance. Yes, I was talking because I really wanted to be on dancing. He agreed to meet with me. Yeah, they were so funny. Yesterday, I'm sitting here and this Uber driver says, "Hey, I'm dropping something off," and I'm like, "Oh," he was like, "It's a bag." So bring the bag in. They named it on it and said, "Art." So our dance director says, "Art," and he donated so many costumes. That's so crazy because I'm always sad. So see, we were supposed to meet today. He's a TA, a teaching artist. Everybody said, "Oh no, I texted this thing." I was like, "What is going on?"
How you doing? Good.
And they performed together. Yeah, I think I know. Yeah. Who's drawing? I wonder if there's flowers. I'm still up here and I'm in charge of wrap it up. I was so tired of it. Oh, okay, great. Yes. No way. I was a man. I saw all the after school programs and the college programs.
So here's the thing, I'm also, do you know the heard of it's at the end of August, it's a 3 o'clock party, it's sponsored by the CDC, and we have a lot of sponsors in there just to come out and just talk about resources in the community. I think you guys should table there so people know what HSA is doing and what programs there are that you're offering. Yeah, the Apollo has a table, Apollo Children's Zone is always there. charter school, so I'll send you that information. I love, no cost, you just come out that Saturday and you guys some collateral. Yes, we know what's here. Maybe they go,
Like, we do a lot of performances in the same building. We do a lot of video.
I'll send you the video and I'll see if I just see who we all want to do. But it's like 1,000 people that come through. Yeah. We give out food, backpack, you know, let people know it's here.
Yeah, people who really don't, like, people that know, you know, you know, right.
So, Lorraine, you know to play the piano?
Huh?
You know to play the piano?
Will I be playing it? No, I will be playing the piano.
Do you play the piano?
I play piano.
Oh, do you mind playing something now for us?
Huh?
Do you mind playing while we work?
Oh,
Just anything.
well, no, but I have neuropathy.
Oh, I
Left
see.
hand, in fact, is good.
Not even just like
It's the right
this?
hand.
Even a little bit would be nice.
Too many musicians here.
Letter in the alphabet. Letter of my name in the card.
But this over here. Yes, and we have a summer camp. Like the kids get like so yeah.
Hello.
It's right. I think the flyer is right there where it says summer arts experience. Yes, but you're doing a good job. You want some macaroni? What? Here, here's your paper. Here's your paper. Oh my goodness! Kirasina, she's so beautiful. We don't know how old she's gonna be. Yes, and memories. That's what life is about, creating memories. Yeah, so just email me and I'll send it to you today. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Yes, thank you. Say bye-bye.
Bye, Bella. You're so cool.
Nice to meet you.
Oh shit, are you serious?
That little voice over there.
Yeah, Bella. Right on the paper, not on the table. Good job. Yes, yes. So when you email me, I'll let you know. Yes.
Well, it's not like check the table, but that's not realistic.
Yeah.
If I could get what's going on,
Yes.
that's great. It's beautiful space. I'm so glad we connected.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thank you for coming. It's a stamp.
You don't want to use both, and then you run out.
It's glue. No, this is. What color is that? Pretty. What? Huh? How are you? Say hi.
Thank you very much.
You want to go get some water? You don't want water? Let me get you water. You have water.
What do you think?
So you know, that's my parent. She has a foster child. And they go. And she doesn't know what to do. She's turning 1. She wants to give her like a memory of her first birthday party.
Wow.
It's on a Sunday, Sean. I'm gonna have to try to get back with my son before that party. They invited Bella. She says little girl has no friend. Where? It's here. That's the one that wants to. She actually now. I'm gonna give her 3 coats, but she's really interested in the courtyard.
Yeah.
Because it's a ladybug experience.
Yeah. Oh.
With stickers.
If the ladybugs out there.
No, the theme is ladybug.
Oh, okay. But I figured, they come soon too.
Bless you. Are you ready? Can you get dressed up in your suit? No.
Yes.
That's Mr. Shaw. Say hi.
You don't remember me?
You did your cards? You went to your house, remember, to fix your table? Yes. A lady invited her to the party. She said, because the little girl don't have money, she's a Bella, come me to the party. Thank you. Thank you. Wait, let me see. Yeah, I'm about to take her for a walk around too. That's why she's taking another hour and a half. She understands me. You want to take a nap? Yeah. Keep coloring. You're doing a good job. No, there's no computers today. Do your colors. Here's other colors. No, she's going me. I'm like, don't move. What color? Brown. Yes. Right. Put the tops in the bucket. You don't lose them.
I know what? Oh, that's so wrong. Oh, that's on South Coast. That's the one on South Coast. She got me cheese.
Oh, right. Good job for cleaning up.
I got a copy of the table.
Just tell Heidi that her dogs don't come off the bus at all. So
I don't like shoes. Wait, she don't like socks. Wait, let me go get the big paper. Let's get the big paper.
All right, now wait for you.
Come on. Let's get the big paper.
that's not what I'm doing. Of that. I'm in charge. I see how I can redo now. It's going to make a damn difference.
Quiet life.
I see the hand sanitizer. I know that's important. Well, I'm sorry, I forgot your name again. I forgot your name again. This is great. I just, if you don't mind, sit here.
All right, me and it, you're really
It's quite interesting.
me and are both
I think it's quite interesting. For, that's quite interesting. That is so. That is such. I mean, I'm 61.
Watch it.
And I hope so. Oh.
I'm routine.
Yeah, here.
I go to the building.
Here.
Okay, I just listened to the orthopedic doctor for me, and he said the bones are not rubbing.
They make noise.
So I still have a lot of method people. Yeah, so that is good. But I got arthritis. Not really. I work in the train. I'm a conductor of the train. So I stand up most of the time, open and close the doors. And
That's a wipe.
I don't want this much. No.
Want to wipe your hands?
Okay, that's okay. Anything.
You want to sit?
Move my arms as well.
Why you don't want to do cutlery?
I can understand. I believe that, yeah. I believe that.
All that. You want to see Miss Rachel?
It won't. Different points.
Step on them. Look, step. Step.
Said I have a little bit of
Step.
You have none? I'm not, I mean, maybe it's different surprise because most of the people my age, 60s, they have.
Oh, yes, I have friends that I just knew when they were born.
Oh, I put it in the room.
do this every day? Would you like something to drink? I'm sorry. Something to drink? Anything? Water? Ice? I live in Brooklyn. Oh, you're a teacher as well? Music as well? Oh, that's what you do with your roof. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with that. We always meet together at Ruth's house. And they play music. It's different. I wasn't used to that when I first came into the family. I have no I thought it was my life. Yes, from what I understand, yes. She played it and taught it as well. Did she teach it as well?
Oh no, I work here at Mr. Shaw. He went to go get dressed up. I'm actually the COO here. Yeah, so.
Is it too late?
No, I just teach her. I know.
Yeah, but I thought I had long fingers and looked good. I don't know.
Even when
Did you play the what?
they made all this happen for her. Right. Yes. You want some?
So now you know it can be used. Don't use it.
What is that? Peacock.
I still will try to do it. Try to learn. It's probably just as difficult as anything else. Put your mind to it. Quite sure. I want to learn the instrument and I want to learn another language.
A zookeeper.
Yeah. At least Spanish. Really? Where was this? Really? In New York?
There?
So you that is a fact. I'm quite sure. Quite sure. This is the food you guys ate every day. Well, my grandmother did that too. She was from down south, North Carolina. And every time we went to visit her, we got right out. I mean, the chicken, everything. You can get familiar with it.
I said, no, we don't want you to know. Don't call it nothing to chicken.
Maybe you did us. I think my sister had a problem with that. And she was feeding the candy or something. And the next thing she know, he was gone. They asked what happened. And somebody told her. She got upset.
He said, don't call it nothing to chicken. Whatever you do. But I do it like all right.
There wasn't as much sickness as it is now from the food. Because right now, they don't know what they're feeding these chickens and good or big and everything. And I mean, right right now, the doctors don't even want us to eat meat. They don't even want us to eat meat. Well, I don't eat pork and stuff. The doctor wants me to stop eating beef, actually, too. I really do. I try to do more of that. Yeah, I try to do more of that. Because, they, like I said, they're not. I still do not as much.
Once in a while, I have a pork chop. Once in a while. Occasionally. Oh, different once in a while.
What kind of different?
So, hold on,
You don't eat the ham. Like the holiday ham and stuff like that. Oh, almost big old ham. Eat the chickens and the oils and pig meat.
What's that?
It's amazing.
My grandma was born in 1849, and the owner was born, they custody, old man Griffith, we call him old man Griffith. We really call him inside the boy. So wherever he goes, boy, never call him, but he went back and he went, boy,
It was a white man. At that time, that's what they did. Able to grow all the stuff. Did he stay in the family? Was it able to stay in the family? It's still, that is great. So with the kids and kids got it, that's great. I know it's still a family though. Hopefully we don't get to get there home eventually. I mean, that's the thing. Sorry? I hope so. Yeah, that's my daughter. No, they didn't. Where did they put it at? I am so thankful you said that.
Don't write on that. You can't write on that.
Yes. Get that shopping cart. Oh, no. Oh, hit me with that cane. Yeah.
Go right on your big picture.
Good job. Let's do it again. Like this?
Look, where are you going?
Is this fine or you want to turn it around? Okay.
Come on, let's go get a camera. Pipi, over here. Over here, look. Close the door, close the door. No, close it.
Ah, that helped. Good job.
It depends on the day. It's a little bit more expensive on Sundays because the building is usually closed and you will have the building to yourself. This is our biggest space. For 8 hours on a regular day, it's $2,000. On a Sunday, you add an extra $1,000 because of and that includes tables, chairs.
Not bad, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. On Saturdays, Monday through Saturday is cheaper because we're already open. You're just sharing the space for other people.
Oh, but now you got to bring staff in.
Right, Sundays you have to pay, turn on the lights. Right. So Sundays, like yesterday, we had a repast and we had kids in the building, but we sanctioned it. Hey! Yeah. And then so this is separate than that. So program is a little cheaper. We rent out that space and then we have another little room over there and the cafeteria. Bella. Say hi. Come on, let's get a pamper. Did you do that? That's right there. Do there.
Two are related, right? You are
That's
related?
my son.
Oh, you look like that, yeah. Oh, my nice. Oh, nice. Yeah.
Hello, welcome. A little early here for the party? Yes.
But we got a video retainer.
How are you? Fine, how are you? Fine, happy to see you.
Be careful, you can get hurt there. That's hard. Look. It's hard. You get hurt. You gotta get to rest. You gotta wait for shots. Hi, welcome.
Careful with your head. Got it?
Yeah, Chloe's there. What are you doing? We have the theaters or not? Yeah, please. Okay, perfect.
Keep documenting your day.
Not very that girl's heart.
I'm obsessed with you.
Okay, so gotta stay. Just leave your phone. Nobody. Get up.
You know, I said, I was surprised as a child. They never took a picture of me like that. It's just a wonderful thing. Yeah, yeah. Must be somebody I know.
No, probably not. It's still setting up.
How you doing? Hi, welcome. Yeah. Security.
Have a seat here. What do you like right now? You're early. Whatever you like. Is that right? Okay.
They can visit with her screen.
Okay, come on.
Thank you.
Oh, very good, lady.
Oh, wow, yes, nice to see you. Oh, so there you go. Can you met my brother? Oh, Ian.
Oh, yes.
It's my older brother.
Oh, okay.
This is my cake one. You did?
I had to, for this event, I had to trim it down.
You brought Tom.
I saw you walking around the other day.
Nice to see you again.
Oh, wow. Oh, it's so great.
Allow me to walk you over here. You thirsty at all? No, I mean, it's based on the flowers. You walk around and see the flowers, you like the best. And then you make that table.
Yeah, there's a couple of people that I know.
I don't. Lenny is coming. I don't know if Renee is coming. Tomorrow, yeah.
Is that okay?
Down. I want that to be the one thing. It's a big deal. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Coats. Hi, I'm here.
Yeah, my mother-in-law, I still see her. Wait, I still see her. My mother-in-law, she used to be a pie. Long time. Wow.
His impact is everywhere. That's his life right there.
I mean, if that was going to go there, how are you going to do this? Okay, all right. Okay.
I'm setting you up here. So check people in. Are they going to let you behind the desk or what? Yeah. This is our security woman here. Should we get her behind the desk? Or should she stand here? Where's the best? Just check people in when they come in. So, yeah. And here's your Wi-Fi house. So it's right here. I ask that all the time. Right there. Yeah.
So, would you like a chair?
Would
you get settled? I want you to I'll get you that first. No, it's a young. Both are younger. Not let's see, I'll get it to you. Okay.
Oh, darn it. I just turned it on.
Oh, okay. Wow. I don't know who you are, but you look fast. Yes. Sorry, Davis and Sweeney. Yes, thank you. Push the button. Don't turn it off. Want to turn it off?
I was waiting for somebody on Zoom to come here. Do you mind if I sit with you?
Turn it off. Here. Oh, now. Wow, that's so cool. Put your sneakers on when you go outside and do it. Bella, put your sneakers on when you go outside. With the car outside. You gotta put your shoes on. Going outside?
Yeah, we have a guest list. Yeah.
Where's the guest list?
On the computer here.
Hello, welcome.
My name is Adrian. I would love to take your photo.
Like I said, I'm looking at the paper order.
send him up here. I mean, that's one of the just push it back. I need a cover for this for the DJ since we're putting it down here. Yeah. I was suggesting right back over there.
It's a party, too. Party.
Very cool.
Step on your Literary Society card. Oh, let's see. Are you Okay.
Yes, I trailblazer.
Wow.
Michael, nice to meet you. What's your name?
Where's the bell? Try to ring the bell.
I'm in one place currently, just one, and that is ABC. I'm waitlisted at 2 shows, so I'm keeping my hopes up. I would much rather be here. If I'm here, I'll be. So that's same place, 99th, that exact same apartment. It looks, yeah. Yeah, sometimes whenever I hear the songs that I used to be able to pour out, I feel like I have a different level of understanding. Yeah, so it looks the exact same, so I'll get in there and carve out a place. University of one I'm in DC is University of Michigan. Waitlist section here, which is like for uni, and I have one for like New York, which is not NYU, but in New York. You can go. Yeah, I get it. It's your birthday party. It's your birthday party. You want to go outside? You want to go outside? Thank God. Backed up I'm lucky because I don't have to be like out this well, I have housing in DC, but I have housing here. It would be impossible to make that happen. And also, I mean, even my friend, he moved when he got in on a winter. He moved from New York to DC. Because DC doesn't have that much. Everyone's here for Ruth,
Behind you, Saul.
Second one is better.
But I thought you guys were golfing.
And also then we have another connection.
Okay. I'm looking for a wife on that. I saw. We're putting instruments by the piano so you can keep an eye on them if you want.
Okay. Seems like it's in the way. How about right here? Be safe right here, don't you think?
No.
No?
I don't.
refrain from because it's not going to get her here fast.
Maybe you just want to check in so you
was a bad throw.
It's rice. The only thing you eat is rice.
Yes, it was a little naked, not a little less naked. Yeah. Yeah, had you gotten the printed property or something? Yeah, it came up there.
I would love to hang that for you.
Hey.
Oh,
Was it? Yeah, it was actually. Yeah, it is.
Ruth, a few times,
No, none of that. Good vibes, all right.
So I would take a break. I get on that one.
she's on.
I saw your bid very one night out. That is definitely I still go to What are we doing?
Shall we go find Aaron
You
and
look
Ruth?
awesome.
You look great.
Aaron is
We'll find him. We'll find
not
him.
here.
Which one?
What's exterior?
I don't want her to like text me.
Yeah.
Get upset.
surprise. You guys have all the things, but you didn't come with a Strider bike. How are you guys?
Where's your stuff?
Thank you.
Right here?
Yeah. Thank you.
Down here. Who is she?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, you play cello, right?
Yeah.